Do you guys remember Shallot? Yeah, I'm talking about this guy right here. Well, for those of you who somehow don't know, Shallot is one of the 3 OCs in Dragon Ball Legends. Specifically, he's the main protagonist. And since he's the main protagonist of the game, every single person who plays Dragon Ball Legends has this character for free. Now I'm sure that sounds great on paper, but there's just one major issue with that. Shallot gets no support in this game. Let me explain. The original point of Shallot was for us to get free access to the character and to level up, customize, and boost him to our liking. Whether that was outfits, moves, equipment, or transformations, and more. That type of customization is what made Shallot feel fresh and unique to everyone. But as time went on, the support for Shallot has dwindled to the point where it seems like it's come to a complete stop. It's as if the devs forgot that Shallot even exists. Don't believe me? Ask yourself this. When was the last time Shallot got boosted? I'm sure some of you guys remember, but to put it plainly, Shallot has not been properly supported since 2023. Shallot was originally part of the hero rarity, the lowest rarity in the game, and for years, people begged for Shallot to become a sparking unit, one of the top rarities in the game. And on May 17th, 2023, we finally got that rarity for Shallot. Not only that, but Shallot also learned the canon Super Saiyan transformations throughout the story mode, and was able to acquire Super Saiyan God on June 17th, 2020. Shallot did eventually learn Super Saiyan Blue, the transformation everyone in the community begged for him to acquire. But that didn't happen until June 28th, 2023, a whole 3 years later. Starting to notice a pattern? Within that 3-year gap, Shallot got pretty much no support at all, apart from one major moment in 2021, which I'll get into later. Teaching Shallot various moves from the vast and diverse characters in Dragon Ball Legends made him feel special. It meant that even if you ran into someone else using Shallot in PvP, you never knew what move their version of Shallot would have, so fighting against him was always a unique experience. Shallot is able to learn new moves from the units you acquire in the game, whether that's through summoning for units or acquiring them through free-to-play methods. When Legends first came out, he had access to a good amount of moves, and for a few years, he got a constant flow of moves from newer characters. But nowadays, we'd be lucky to see that Shallot could even learn a brand new move. Case in point, we're almost halfway done with 2025, and since this year has started, do you know how many new moves Shallot was able to learn? 3. That goes double for the outfits that Shallot is able to acquire as well. At first, outfits were nothing more than a cosmetic change to the character, so it didn't really matter what outfits he was wearing since it had no impact on his abilities in battle. That is until May 17th, 2023, when they updated Shallot to the Sparking rarity. From that point onward, most of Shallot's outfits now directly influence what tags he'll have in the game. Some of the older outfits did have new tags added to them to help Shallot's pool of teams diversify, but strictly focusing on his new outfits, he's only received 4 since that update. You want to know how many of the new outfits have tags tied with them? 1. And then we get to the equipment. This topic will be pretty short, but equipment in Dragon Ball Legends allows you to further enhance your character's stats, with some enhancements being simple ones, like raising your offensive and defensive stats, and some being major ones, like giving a character completely brand new abilities that they never had before. In the case of Shallot, he doesn't have much equipment to work with. There are some equipment tailored to other tags that Shallot just so happens to be on, mainly the Saiyan tag. But for him specifically, there's not that much, which even further hurts him since the last equipment tailored to him released on December 21st, 2023. Remember when I said we'll get back to talking about a major update for Shallot that happened in 2021? Well, that update is related to raising Shallot's Z power. See, in Dragon Ball Legends, you can power up your units by raising their star count by getting dupes of units through summoning and free-to-play events respectively, with the lowest being 0 stars and the highest being 14 stars, or as it's officially known as 7+ stars. This boosting system directly strengthens your units by giving them more offensive and defensive capabilities, new abilities, more teams to support and work on, and so much more. The most important levels of power to achieve with each unit is at 3 stars, 6 stars, 2+ stars, and 7+ stars. Shallot is only capable of getting more Z power from the story, which in truth is completely fine, except the fact that we haven't had any new Z power for him in almost 2 years. As of this moment, Shallot is stuck at 1+ stars, which he got on June 28th, 2023. Before that was when he got to 7 stars on April 7th, 2021. And the cherry on top? One of the requirements to get Shallot to 1+ stars is to play the story mode on hard mode. There are currently 17 parts to the story mode, and the last part of the hard mode story mode that allowed you to get any Z power for Shallot was part 4, which released many years ago. They have not updated the hard mode story mode ever since, leaving Shallot stuck at 1+ stars. We've been talking about the issues revolving around Shallot in Dragon Ball Legends for a bit now, and I'm sure some of you guys might be wondering, why is he talking at length about all of this? Well, I've been playing Dragon Ball Legends since before day 1, specifically since the closed beta. I've seen every single meta that has ever existed for this game, and I've experienced every mechanic that has ever been introduced or taken away, like the block mechanic that activated randomly during a combo, which completely negated all damage. I've been invested in this game for almost 7 years, including the story mode, but even though I'm heavily invested in this game, I'm truly not a fan of how they've been handling Shallot. Shallot is honestly a really cool character, and a fantastic addition to the Dragon Ball universe, but he does deserve better. With the Dragon Ball Legends 7th anniversary just a few weeks away, I would love for the Legends team to finally do something with the character again. Though I don't think he'll get any transformations anytime soon, I would at least like to see him get some more support, give him more new moves to use, give him more Z power to obtain, give him more outfits so he can properly be used on various teams, and even more equipment that can help strengthen him even more. I really want Shallot to shine in Dragon Ball Legends again, to truly feel like he's a centrifugal part of the game. For how long this game has been out and active for, it really is sad to see how little support he gets. I mean, the story mode is one thing because we get new story chapters practically every single month, but that's only one aspect of the game. Using him in events is borderline impossible, and using him in PvP, especially with the current types of characters and teams that are available now, is straight up just not a viable option whatsoever. But it doesn't have to be that way. Dragon Ball has grown so much over the years, with us getting 2 new movies and an entire new anime since the game has launched. It would be great to see Shallot get more content from all of that. It would be cool to see Shallot learn and use Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta's moves, or even Super Saiyan 4 Goku's moves from Dragon Ball Daima, or maybe he could get the Gendarmerie outfit from Dragon Ball Daima to get access to the Daima tag. I would love for the hard mode story mode to get updated again, so we can get more Z power for him after so long and continue to strengthen him up. It would be fantastic if we could take him into events in PvP and know that he has a fighting chance in those modes again. Shallot is a great character with so much potential that is not being tapped into. There's so much that can be done to improve Shallot in Dragon Ball Legends, and I hope that the Legends team comes to that realization sooner than later.